Thursday means that we have overcome hump day and we're moving closer to the end of the week. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 10 Commandments of Leadership. This is the show where what do we do? Oh, yeah. We emerging leaders and recovering egoholics manage our egoholisms. That is, those distorted egos, whether they are inflated or deflated, so that we can lead with clarity, humility, and impact. My name is Tim Alston. I am a leadership strategist. I am a four-time Amazon best-selling author, and I am a recovering egoholic. The main objectives of this show, let me just share those with you, are two main objectives. Number one, our goal is to educate, to equip, and to empower emerging leaders with God thought leadership. God thought leadership. And our second objective is to present current events and current news and current newsmakers in the light of best practices from the Bible. And today is no exception. Today's episode is entitled, Good Leaders Don't Have All the Answers, but Good Leaders Don't Have All the Answers, but in leadership, it's not what you know that changes the game. Instead, it's what you ask. An Inc.com article this week that was entitled Why Good Leaders Ask Great Questions opened with a topic sentence, an opening sentence, and a truth that's worth framing. And what that sentence said was, in today's fast-changing world, the most successful leaders do not have all the answers. They're the ones who ask the best questions. Did you get that? In today's fast-changing world, the most successful leaders do not have all the answers. They're the ones who ask the best questions. Okay. But here's the problem. Too many leaders think that having all the answers is in their job description. That's egoholism in action, a distorted sense of self, inflated or deflated, often both, and it's hurting their teams. For example, in December 2021, a Harvard Business Review study reported that 75%, 3 out of every 4 employees, say that their boss is their number one source of work stress. The leaders highlighted in this article, Satya Nadella, Indra Nooyi, and Alan Mullaney, didn't rescue their companies by being the loudest person in the room. Instead, they modeled several of the egoholism recovering's 10-step actions. For example, they modeled step number 1, glance back quickly before going forward. They modeled step number 5 that said, make the best lemon meringue pie out of those bitter lemons. Make the best lemon meringue pie out of those bitter lemons. How you move from bitter lemons to not only better lemonade, but to the best lemon meringue pie. Step number 6 said, get healing through revealing. And number 7 said, now that you know, go elevate and grow. Now that you know, go elevate and grow. But the real through line in this article to me was recovering step number 3, become a more active listener. Let's just take the case of Barbara Bush. When campaigning for her president, Vice President George H.W. Bush, for the presidency in 1988, Barbara Bush chose literacy as her issue without any expertise in that subject, however. But here was the key. In front of 45 literacy experts there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from across the state of Wisconsin, she did not pretend to know more than they did. She simply asked the question, if you were married to the President of the United States and you had the opportunity to really make a dent into illiteracy, what one thing would you do? Well, you can imagine what happened. The room lit up with ideas because these people who were subject matter experts were being asked their opinions. She walked away, Barbara Bush walked away informed, empowered, and ready to lead that cause. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 13 warns, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. Great leaders resist the urge to have all the answers first. They posture themselves to learn. So this week, before you answer, just pause. Before you tell, just ask. Before you decide, first listen. Because sometimes the best leadership move is the quietest one. Sometimes the best leadership move is the quietest one. And that's it. I hope that I've shared with you the importance of asking good questions. I've got some more information about that I'll share with you in the upcoming episodes in the upcoming weeks. But right now, understand that good leaders don't have all the answers. Good leaders do not have all the answers. But what they do have is the ability and the willingness and the humility to ask the right questions. And that is so absolutely key when you are leading people. As you've heard me say before, when you let other people talk, they mobilize the listeners. And good leaders need to be great listeners. Thanks for listening. And I hope that you've been encouraged. I hope that you've been inspired. And I hope that you've been informed by what we've been able to share today. And if that is the case, please share it with a friend. Share it with someone who you think may be struggling with this very same issue. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for the final episode for this week of the 10 Commandments of Leadership. Thank you.